Hello my lovelies, Captain TigerLily here, and we're back with another book suggestion video. And today are two of some of my favorite books. They're actually both books from different series. I don't know, do you actually have to add the extra S? I don't actually know, because when you type it you can put the apostrophe at the end and just leave it. But anyway, I've read both of these books multiple times and will probably read them again, probably very soon. But we're going to start out with the first one, which I think at this point majority of the population has heard of, which would be The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. And the movies are a little bit more fantastical and a little bit more out there than the book is. But the book I liked so much better. Like, the movies are good, don't get me wrong, but the book is so much better. And a few of the things that I didn't like that they did with the movie as opposed to the book, and I'm not going to spoil too much if you've never actually read the book, but there are a few characters that lived in the movie that had different paths. And sorry to all of those of you who loved the whole Keely and Tauriel, I don't know how you say her name, Tauriel, whatever, who liked that whole romance thing. She doesn't exist in the books. There's no Tauriel. There's no Evangeline Lilly in the book. But other than that, there are a lot of really good things about the book that are so much better than the movie. So if you haven't had the chance to read The Hobbit before, highly suggest it. So I will leave a link down below for you guys to go get the book if you don't already have it, and I would very highly suggest you check it out. It doesn't take you that long to read. It took me, I think, a total of 6 hours. And I haven't really been a fast reader in years, so yeah, it doesn't take too long to get through it. I mean, it's only like 300 pages, so it's not like super long. It shouldn't take you too long to get through it. So yeah, definitely check out The Hobbit. Now the next one is a personal favorite because I am obsessed with mythology. I love mythology, whether it be Greek, Roman, Egyptian, Norse, any of those, it doesn't matter. I love it. And this one is The Red Pyramid. It's the first book in the Kane Chronicles, and it's by the same author of the Percy Jackson books, Rick Riordan. And this story is all about the Egyptian gods, and I love it so much. I love it. I have the first 3, I think. I'm missing the 4th one for sure, I know, but I do have the first 3, thankfully. So I'll read the back. It's a little bit lengthier, but it shouldn't be too bad. So, since his mother's death 6 years ago, Carter Kane has been living out of a suitcase, traveling the globe with his father, the brilliant Egyptologist Dr. Julius Kane. But while Carter's been homeschooled, his younger sister Sadie has been living with their grandparents in London. Sadie has just what Carter wants: school friends and a chance at a normal life. But Carter has just what Sadie longs for: time with their father. After 6 years of living apart, the siblings have almost nothing in common, until now. On Christmas Eve, Sadie and Carter are reunited when their father brings them to the British Museum with a promise that he's going to make things right. But all does not go according to plan. Carter and Sadie watch as Julius summons a mysterious figure who quickly banishes their father and causes a fiery explosion. Soon Carter and Sadie discover that the gods of ancient Egypt are waking, and the worst of them, Set, has a frightening scheme. To save their father, they must embark on a frightening journey, a quest that brings them even closer to the truth about their family and its links to the House of Life, a secret order that has existed since the time of the pharaohs. And yes, that is a bit of a longer explanation for the book, but it's so well done. And the one thing that I like is that it switches back and forth between Carter and Sadie telling the story. And like you get it from, you know, you'll get like 2 or 3 chapters from Sadie's point of view, and then it switches to Carter's point of view, and you get what he thinks of stuff that's going on. And I like that it goes back and forth with the way that each of them, you know, handles the situations that they're put in and all that kind of stuff. Definitely well worth the read. It might take you a little bit to get through it because it is a bit of a thicker book. It is... It's a grand total of 516 pages, so it is a bit of a heftier read, but it's well worth the time put in. I can guarantee you that. So, I will leave a link down below to the Red Pyramid for you guys to go check out and read it for yourselves. It's a very good read, and I highly suggest it. So, one last thing, it doesn't have to do with reading, but I actually got to go to the Alamo for the first time over the weekend, which was actually really, really cool. I didn't know a whole lot about the story of the Alamo, but it's really, really neat site to go check out. So if you're ever in San Antonio, Texas, I highly recommend spending a couple hours to walk through the Alamo, what's left of it anyway. It's well worth the time spent, and I have a feeling you'll learn a little bit about, you know, a little bit about Texas history that you didn't know before. Kat, what are you doing? She's playing with her mousey. Ignore her. She's being a goofball. But yeah, so I got to do that, and then if you want to hang around in San Antonio for the rest of the day, I would highly suggest going up and down the Riverwalk. Just be careful because there is no railing, and you may or may not fall into the icky, dirty river. And you don't want to do that. But there are a lot of neat shops and restaurants and bars all along the Riverwalk. So if you guys are ever in San Antonio, Alamo in the morning, Riverwalk in the afternoon. It's a great day. It's a really great day. So I want to know what you guys think of these book suggestion videos. Let me know down in the comment section what you think of them, and if you have any book suggestions for me. And if you guys have read any of the book suggestions that I have given you so far, let me know down in the comment section what you guys thought of them. I'd love to hear your feedback on those kinds of things. So, if you guys liked the video, hit the like button down below and subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more videos like this. And I will leave the rest of them up there in the corner if you guys go check out, and you guys can look at some of the other book suggestions I have done so far. And if you guys aren't subscribed, the button will be right there for you guys to subscribe to my channel so you can see what other things I do, which is usually me being a goofball doing gaming things or music occasionally. Cat! We're having talks here. Whatever. Anyway, that being said, this is Captain TigerLily, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, my lovelies!